This is essentially how fitness coaches used to run their ads. This is the old way of doing it. And it worked for like 3 years. All you would do is essentially you would get your Instagram account, you would have like your main post, like what
Yeah.
you've sort of been doing, and you would just take one post from the account and you would hit boost, the blue button. That's what everyone used to do. And you would just choose like one audience, like, I don't know, fitness or construction or something like that. Is that how you used to set it up?
Yeah.
And then what most people would then do from there is they would wait 2 weeks to try and see if that ad would work or not. And then if you were to create are you this person with this problem, then follow my account, those ads, like everyone runs those.
Yeah.
People will spend 2 weeks perfecting that, 3 weeks, 4 weeks perfecting it. And then they run that, they then wait 2 weeks, it bombs, and then they just end up repeating this process, testing just one ad at a time. It takes honestly forever to try and find a winning ad, and it's a really slow way to scale, especially if you're starting to spend a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
And the reason why that doesn't really work much anymore is it was all the way back in December of 2024, Andromeda came out, which is basically Meta's new AI algorithm.
Yeah.
And the way that it works now is it can handle literally 10 times of the amount of ads than it used to be able to. So if you go back and just run one ad, Meta's not actually getting enough information to even run those ads effectively for you.
Yeah.
So what they want now, and they've even said this, is they essentially want you to create 10 times more ads so the machine itself can test more to get more data to give you better performance in your ads anyway. It came out, like I said, in December of 2024, but it only really started like coming into effect this year, I've noticed, because I've been running ads for 5 years. And when it came out, nothing actually changed. But recently, in the last couple of months, what people are noticing with profile visit ads or DM ads, any ads, is that they're not performing as well as what they used to. And now a lot of fitness coaches who run this structure are like starting to freak out because their ad costs are climbing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, sales going down, cost per follow is going up. Like it's really starting to underperform and people don't know why. It's because they're not now optimizing for Andromeda. So the way that I look at running ads now is I will have one campaign on here, which we'll set up today. And then you have 5 separate ad sets. Now, this isn't like a hard rule where you need to have just 5 ad sets. You can have 10, 15, 20 ad sets in there if you wanted. But what they really want is in an ad set is to have as many ads in that ad set. So then the algorithm can just like do its thing and figure out what's working and what isn't working for you. I've found when I run this structure, I can find a winning ad within a couple of days, not a couple of weeks. Because if you go back to the old structure, most of the time it's one ad that you're testing.
Yeah.
I can test literally 25 times more ads than you if I have 5 ads in each of these ad sets. The way that I structure them though is it's not 25 completely different ads. It's just 5 of the same ads
In different ad sets.
different ad sets.
Yeah.
And the variable in there is then having just different interests. You might do construction, you might do fitness, you might do one that's working randomly at the moment is real estate, works really well. Even random things like targeting news platforms like Channel 7, Channel 9, and going after that, because even though you and I don't watch the news, most people do.
Yeah.
And they might also just engage with that on the platform. So if you can target these different pockets with all these different ads, you'll essentially find a winning ad a hell of a lot faster. And this is, again, where people go wrong, is they're only sort of targeting one area of their total addressable market. Like, let's say your niche is like tradies / business owners. They're not just interested in construction and trades. They're interested in the UFC or four-wheel drives or camping
Traveling.
or luxury travel, or they're interested in random things, man. Like, and that's with ads, is you don't want to just limit yourself just to targeting one little pocket with one ad and like, oh, hope that it works.
Yeah.
This is where people go wrong. So ideally what you want to do is target as many of these little different pockets within your total addressable market. So then you'll eventually find a winning pocket and then you just double down on that. Try and extract as many leads and followers from that as you can, and then just rinse the same process.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Imagine you just buy one lottery ticket. And you're like, I think I'm going to win, but I buy 25 and I buy 25 every week when I'm testing new ads. I've probably got a higher chance of
Way more chance
of winning. So that's how we'll set it up. And it's basically what I see is printing the most amount of followers and sales for fitness coaches especially is using that structure, but more so using value-led ads instead of the classic like, are you this person wanting this thing, then you should follow me. Those direct CTAs still work, and I would encourage you to use those. But if you think about what a profile visit ad does, is it's just trying to get traffic to your account. And if we can give someone a nice little carrot and dangle it in their face, like the transformation short reels and that, people are like, oh, what's this? Click. And then provided that your profile is up to scratch, your brand is on point, you're going to get follows that way. So what people need to break away from thinking with the profile visit ads especially is that you don't just have to be like, hey, are you this person? Then you should follow me. You don't have to do that. People aren't dumb. Like if someone is scrolling and they see something that's of value, they're going to immediately be like, oh, I like what this guy's about. And if they go to the profile, I like this, watch a few more, I'll follow you. So it's like people think that the follow ad is the holy gospel of growing the account. It's actually having good content. So create traffic, hit continue. Now what Meta's going to do is it's going to basically say like, it's going to try and do all of these recommended settings. When you set this up, shut them all off. Don't do any of their recommendations with this type of campaign anyway. So manual traffic campaign. And I always just start off keeping it clean. So profile, visit, ads. And when I say keep it clean, just like all of the names are nice and clean and it's organized so you can actually see what you're doing. A lot of people just like, they just set it up and it just has all of this information and it's just like, you don't know what you're doing. It's messy. As you scroll down, there's nothing you really need to change at the campaign level, but the one thing is leaving ad set budget on and then toggle this off. So for the ad set, I like to call it value stack because we're using value-led posts in this case. I then will type in the interest that I'm going to target. So real estate. And then I put the date down that I launched this specific ad set, just so you know, like, all right, I started this on the 20th of May. Next thing is we want to have the conversion location as Instagram or Facebook. This is an important one. So it says Instagram profile and Facebook. Uncheck the Facebook. Because what it will do is if you don't uncheck that, it'll run those same posts on Facebook. And then the ad costs skyrocket because it's taking someone from the Facebook app to Instagram, and people don't like being disrupted when they're screen sucking on a certain platform. So this is the audience controls. So this is where you set all of your targeting. Now, if you were to just to try and set it up in here, it will have limited targeting settings. So scroll down and go switch to original audience options and then further the limit of your ads. So now we can actually set the proper targeting. What people used to do with interest targeting is they would have like 5 to 10 interests in this. I just choose one. So real estate. If you did want to stack some, you could just choose ones that are like similar. So in this case, you've got real estate investing and then house. Usually I put those three together because they're pretty much the exact same. I think this one works really well at the moment is because if someone is owning a home or they're looking to buy, they've probably got disposable funds. So it's like another financial qualifier that I like. Now the final one is just setting the placements. So you'll have these Advantage Plus placements. We actually want to change all of these. Manual placements. Here's Facebook again. So there's 2 Facebook ones you have to uncheck. So turn Facebook off. And then I don't run any feeds. And then only stories and reels. And then this search results sometimes will turn on. Shut that off as well. So what we do now is we now load in those posts. So we have all of these here. So what you want to do is you want to, if you have a pre-posted post, you can use that as an ad, or you can load in just videos that you have on your computer or your phone or something like that. But we'll take this, and the only way to kind of like find it is you can highlight some of the caption, copy it, and then if you jump back into here, where it says create ad, we're gonna go use existing post, shut off this multi-advertiser ad. In this case, use existing post, select post, and up here, you can paste in the caption of that post, and then it'll come up and then you can select it. There it is there. You see this warning here? This comes up a lot, I've noticed recently. It goes away. Once the post actually loads and it like has, see how it's still like verifying? See? And it goes away. So don't freak out if you see that in the future. Final thing is then to name the actual post that you've got there. So I would just call it like, you know, the life you want. And then same thing, plug in the date on that one there, 20th of May. So that's the campaign set, the first ad set, and then the first ad set. Now what you can do is you can just click these 3 dots, quick duplicate. It'll then duplicate that same ad. So now what we do is we jump in, grab the next caption, and then we'll load the next post in and we'll repeat that process. So you've got then all 5. So boom, use existing post is there. So here you just want to go change post.
And then I'm guessing you can duplicate the...
Yeah.
So it doesn't take that long.
Otherwise you'll sit there and you're like,
5 hours.
And you can go review and publish. and it will publish the entire campaign now. And then once it's published, we'll come back through and we'll just duplicate those ad sets and we'll change the interests over. So you can click duplicate, create 4 copies. So same thing, scroll down, clear out all of these, and then I think it's called Ultimate Fighter Championship, but if you type in UFC, it comes up. Yeah, UFC, leave that, that's all good.
Love the UFC.
I publish the ad sets as I go as well, publish, and it'll just publish that one ad set. So then you're just like publishing them as you go, because you'll find that they come online pretty fast. What are some other things that these guys are like interested in?
Definitely like travel.
Travel?
100%.
So travel is definitely one. So if you type in travel, it comes up.
So when you select like travel, does that mean, so is that, how does it know that these guys are interested in these interests? Is it what they're consuming on organic content, liking? How does it actually trigger it?
So for the trigger, it's basically what someone is doing online. It's tracking their activity. So Facebook is connected to essentially everything. Meta is connected to everything now. So if you go onto booking.com, if you go onto
Airbnb, looking at, yeah, because I'm always doing that.
Yeah, or like Emirates at looking at flights or Skyscanner, whatever. Like if that's your activity online, Meta is likely tracking that data, and that's how they can then take those ads and put it in front of you.
Oh, that's a good targeting one, that, because my ICP is literally always on Airbnb, like looking at flights.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. What it isn't doing is it's not necessarily like how your organic feed acts, where you're liking travel videos and stuff. It's not tracking that. It's online activity.
Oh, that's good.
And this is also the power of Andromeda, is that basically Andromeda is saying now, like, pretty much don't do any targeting. That's why like it wants to have all of these auto settings, because it just wants to do what it thinks. But what I find with fitness coaching specifically, or just coaching as a whole, is you need to give it some kind of guidelines, but the creative itself is the targeting now. So all these posts that we've chosen, they're all like physique based or identity based, which that is going to be shown to then someone who does engage with that type of content. That's how the algorithm is sort of picking up things. So the interest targeting that we've set here is a little bit different to the creative targeting, but the interest targeting and the ad set just guides Meta, and it says like just this way. But then the videos find the right people based on what you're saying. Yeah. Because the algorithm now just
and
like reads it.
Say if a certain type of person like sees the ad or that interest or whatever the ad set and then goes onto my profile, follows, will Andromeda then get more people like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep. So that's machine learning, and basically it's just picking up data on like, all right, cool, this person did this action.
These people are similar.
Yes.
Get them in.
Yep. And that's why it's really important to be continually testing, because what can happen is if you're only ever testing, say, with this one pocket, then Meta just kind of like continues to double down on that. So that's why I love sort of like random interest targeting now, because it's like,
it might just work.
It does work, man, because it's broadening out where the ad can go. And with Andromeda, the post itself is going to do your targeting through those people. That's why like the news one is really random, because people are like, why the heck would you target news if you're trying to sell fitness coaching? But like a lot of people engage with that content online, and it's like, if I can get my ad in front of people who are over there instead of just fitness, it's a cheaper cost. So it works out in a
less
massive
competition.
Yes, and that's the main thing, is we want to try and get the cost down as cheap as we can. So that's everything set up now. So just to run through that structure again, you've got one campaign. If you click on that, it opens up the ad sets. We've got 5 different ad sets with 5 different things happening inside of here.
Yeah.
$10 on each one, so $50 in total. But then you've got your 5 ads in here in the 5 ad sets.
Awesome.
But that's the campaign structure now set up, dude. You'll eventually find a lot of winning ads through this. And this is why I also like to take posts from the Instagram account that are pre-proven, because it's got a much higher chance that it's going to work as an ad.
Yeah.
Because that's all ads are, is it's just content.
So if content's got a lot of views, a lot of engagement, shares,
then
saves.
100%. And that's what can then be a good ad. Just be careful with that, because obviously you've had some posts go viral.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean, oh, let's use that as an ad, because it still has to talk to your person. Yeah. That's the structure on that, bro. Do you have any questions on how any of that works?
Really clear.
Awesome.
Honestly, really clear.
Awesome.
And this is coming from someone who's tried ads in the past, and I was like, my head blew off.
Yeah.
But you explained it perfectly.
Awesome, bro. Yeah. Awesome. Good shit, man.
That was good.
Cool.
Really good. Thanks for that.